Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner, and today we are doing a bookish scavenger hunt to pick my next read. Hello, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy and it really helps my channel grow. So as you can tell by my thumbnail, my little introduction, today we're going to be doing a bookish scavenger hunt to pick my next read. Now, recently Mel and Cassidy and also Kayla from Books and Lala has done this type of video where they are given prompts and they have to then use those prompts to lead them to pick their final book. That will be the book they will be reading for that month or for their next read. So I will link down their videos down below, as well as video that was like the original one, I believe. All the information will be linked down below. Go check them out. So for me, I have 10 prompts that we are going to use today, and these prompts were come up with from my Patreon group, and I kind of had to take them and then make them work for like the prompts for the scavenger hunt. Some of them are from Cassidy's, which came from Cassidy's Patreon group, so thank you very much, Cassidy. I took some of yours, and then some of them I just came up with on my own. So whatever book I get by the end of this little game is the book that I have to read by the end of the month. So yeah, do I already have an insane TBR? Absolutely. So let's just add another book into it. So I'm excited. I'm a little nervous on where this is going to lead us at the end, but let's get going. I have them written on this paper. The first one is a book with flowers on the cover. So now in the beginning, these books can be books I've read or have not read, but the last book has to be an unread book. So I'm gonna go find a book with flowers on the cover. So this was easy. I went to the first one that I saw, and this is Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie. Definitely has flowers all over the cover, so this will definitely count for this prompt. So let's go see what number 2 is. Okay, so prompt number 2, I have to pick a book in a different genre with similar colors as this last book. It has to be, it cannot be a like YA contemporary. It has to be a completely different genre, and it has to have a similar color scheme. So my shelves are rainbow, so hopefully that will make this prompt a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. This one is also started by Nicola Yoon. It has the pinks, the oranges, the purples that this book all has, and it has the white like the title. So I feel like, yes, they are kind of different in sense of how the colors are placed, but they do hit all of the same colors. So I think this is the one that I'm going to use for this one. All right, prompt number 3, a book with a character who shares an initial with a character from this book. I have not read this book, but it says on the back that we have Natasha and Daniel. So I have to find a book that has a character whose name either starts with an N or a D. Let me go look. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. Okay, so this book has a character named Daniel. It starts with a D, and I'm gonna go with D for Delia Green Does Not Care. I absolutely love this book, so I'm glad I was able to get this in this video. So the D's and the D's match, yes. Okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. So I was like, Delia Green, oh yeah, like that works perfectly. Okay, so the next one is I need to pick a book with a cover that is similar to this one. Okay, so this one was a little challenging. So when I'm looking at this cover, I pull that it's this beautiful light purple. We have 2 beautiful women holding hands and a house in the background. So I see this one, After Love. It has 2 women embracing each other. So I mean, I could see this one maybe. And then I had Not the Witch You Wed. So it is a male and a female standing next to each other, but there is buildings in the background, like the house. And then there's this one, Hang the Moon by Alexandria Bellafleur. And this has, again, 2 people like holding each other and buildings in the background. But like none of these are really screaming like this cover to me. So I'm gonna go see, maybe take a different approach and look just outside of my purples. Okay, I made the right decision. So I'm gonna go with Falling in Love Montage by Sierra Smith. So yes, it's not a house in the background, but we have 2 girls holding hands, and we have 2 women holding hands in this book too. So I'm gonna count this one, even though it's not purple. I think this is a much better fitting to this cover than those other ones that I had. So, all right, so my next prompt is a book longer than this book, which is not gonna be too hard because this book is really not that long. So it is 355 pages. So let me go take a look. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna go with Wild and Wicked Things by Francesca May. This book has over 360 pages. Actually, it's over 400 pages. So that would definitely fit for this prompt. So that's easy enough. Let's look at what my next one is. Okay, so my next clue for my scavenger hunt is a book that starts with the same letter as the last letter of this book. So we have an S, which is pretty doable, I think. So I have to find a book that now starts with the letter S. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, this was easy. Skin of C by Natasha Bowen. So this ends with an S and this starts with an S. So okay, I'm doing pretty good so far. All right, the next clue is a book with an opposite cover than this book. so opposite. So I see like this is like, oh gosh, so this has a person on it. It's kind of muted blue with gold, so maybe like a really bright color, I would say. I wouldn't go like grays or black cover because this cover is almost on the verge of like a bluish gray, so I think I'm gonna go in the extreme opposite, maybe like a bright pink. I think I might do like a bright color. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna, so to me this is quite opposite. This is a very muted color and this is very bright, and this is Pumpkin by Julie Murphy. So I feel pretty good with this one. I think it's pretty opposite. Let me know in the comments below if you would have gone a different route, but to me, this was muted. I wanted something more with a pop of color. Okay, so my next scavenger hunt clue is a book published the same year as this book. So this book was published in 2021. So I need to find another book that was published in 2021 as well. That was not too bad. So this was 2021, and then The Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. This was also published in 2021. So this will count for that. I feel like I'm doing really well with this. Okay, the next one is a book with a similar spine as this one. So I don't know if I want to do like the hardcover. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it's just blue with like a light yellow kind of writing, and then the like naked cover is blue with this gold. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. It's kind of blah, but I think we'll see what I can find. Okay, if my angle changed, I apologize. I hit the camera while I was doing my stuff. So this was probably one of the hardest prompts I've had so far. So from this, I take away the gold writing, the title, like kind of pretty simple, with the author's name up top. So for this one, it's pretty basic. It has the title in gold, the author's name, and like the publisher icon is on the bottom, and the publisher's name's on this. So I'm gonna go with this one. This was not easy, but I'm gonna go with that one. So this is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. So I'm gonna put the dust jacket back on. Okay, so my last prompt is I have to find a book that has the same amount of words in the title. So this one has 1, 2, 3. So this is a 3-word title, and the next book has to be a book that I have not read because this is the book that I will have to be adding on to my TBR. So let's go take a look. Okay, I felt like this was a lot of pressure to pick a book that I wanted to add to my TBR, but I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with My Dearest Darkest by Kayla Cottingham. 3 words, it works. This takes place at an academy, and I believe it's queer, and some creepy things I believe happen here. I've heard some really good things about this book, so I have some high hopes that I'm gonna like it, but this is my official book that I'm gonna be adding on to my TBR. So I hope you liked this little scavenger hunt video. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me to do something like this again. This was really fun, and I feel like I did well on some of them, but some of them were really difficult. The spine one definitely tripped me up a lot. But yeah, so if you want to take this crazy and chaotic with me, please make sure you press the subscribe button. If you're my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the information is linked down below. I also have my own Patreon, and again, the link for that is listed down below. So stay kind, loves. I'll see you next time. Bye.